What's up? I'm Empathetic Chicken, and I wanted to show a new deck that I got recently. It's called Visions in the Liminal Space, and look at it. Look at this cool box. It says, "Until the day breaks and the shadows flee away," and it's by Bakara, Wintner, and Kaylee Christenson. But I've been waiting on this deck because the last deck that Bakara had was the postcards from the Liminal Space, and I really liked that one, and so I was like, let me get this one too. I ain't ready. Oh look, my pulls from this morning, that ain't gonna do. So yeah, I already started using it. I got it when it released on the 11th of November. Well, I didn't get it then, but I placed that freaking order, and it came like, I think the next Monday or something. I don't even know. But yeah, I've been using it. So yeah. But it's got the pretty little backs. Some people say it look like a sunflower. I see like a little fingerprint, kind of like in the postcards deck. But I mean, I see a sun too, like. But yeah, they're really cool. And then got the little guidebook. Sorry, I can't think. I just got off work. It's late. I'm sorry about the lighting too. But you gotta do what you gotta do. Yeah. Got a pretty good amount for each one, you know. And these like shuffle really good. I ain't one to like be picky on the cardstock and stuff. I know some people are like, I don't know, weird about it, but I like whatever. I will say though, these are really easy to shuffle compared to like one of my other decks. Like I got the Halloween tarot that I use regularly, and it's like really thick. But these are just like freaking smooth, like, oh my god. So yeah, it's got that going for it, and they're like this little lining on there. Is that linen? I don't know what that's called. But yeah, I really like the material of these things. So yeah, that's that. I'm gonna just go through a few. Well, I go through the whole thing. I don't care. You can skip it if you want to, or if you don't want to watch it. But yeah, they're not in the order that they came either, because like I said, I've been using them. I mean, I really like postcards, but I think I might. I can't say I like this one better, but it's just, I really like the artwork, like the dark. I feel like these are a lot darker looking than postcards. And I ain't trying to like compare children or nothing like that, because I mean, it's not a contest. But I feel like the blacks look like a lot richer on these. And I don't know if that was something like with the printing or like the art, how they edited it and all that, but it's looking good. I think that's actually like a nod to postcards, which don't listen to me, because like you can watch Bakara, she'll talk about it better than me, but that's like the font of the thing. I don't know the story about why they stopped selling them, but I'm sure it was important. It was funny. That's something I used to hear in my little therapy program. They'd be like, trust the process. It was like annoying because they kept saying it every time something was going wrong, and I was just like, I don't trust it. I should have the taste practice, but it's good advice, you know. It's got to come around to it. This one, oh my god, this work day. I was trying to remember this card because I pulled it. And the little meanings about like how our little sense of justice is not the same as like, you know, just the universe justice and all that. I had to get my little self-righteousness in check with my coworkers, as I'm sure we all do from time to time. I ain't going too fast. I just don't know. Like, I ain't got a lot to say, so I feel like it might be boring. But like, you looking at art, right? You don't care about what I'm saying. I really like that one. I don't know if this is like okay or not, but like, I really love these cards, so I like made little scans of them and like printed me out some little mini versions and hung them in my locker at work. Just cause like they make me feel better when I open it up and look in there. I ain't trying to like steal nobody's art or nothing. I ain't gonna sell them or do none of that. I wanted to use my deck, but like I wanted them in my locker. So I was like, let me make some little mini cards. Little reminders. And I didn't do the whole deck. I just did like my little few favorites. That's one of my favorites too. Nothing. Tra la la. Ain't that from the Labyrinth? Oh, David Bowie, I think. Speaking of a labyrinth. I feel like that card is kind of like, it would go good with the drink water card from Postcards. They're kind of the same. I remember when I saw that card. I think that was like the first card that they did the concept for. And I was like, ooh, dim darks. I liked the detail. I don't remember how long it was, but it was some years. I think, what did they say, like 2 years or something? I don't know. Don't take my word for it. But I waited. And it's finally here. I don't know if it's just because I used postcards before and I follow Everyday Magic and Bakara and all that, so I've like seen I've seen all the readings that she does, the live readings, but like these feel really familiar like already, and I ain't even used them that long. This is the card that came in my order. But yeah, it's like I don't know, it's like I'll read the guidebook, but it's like I already kind of know what it means. I don't know how. Like, I guess just intuition, magic stuff. But in school, it's like, oh yeah, I know. I'm familiar with that. So I don't know if it's just from like listening to the lives and like kind of getting the messages just through that. Because I mean, a lot of this stuff is familiar. Dang, that candle smells good. I got that from Everyday Magic too. It's that Truth Teller one. Yeah. I like this one too. It's really hard to like, for me, it's really hard to feel like I'm good enough to bring my little seat to the table, but I'm working on it. The hill train. Freaking work. But I ain't gonna get into my personal stuff. I don't know why that card is based on the tower, because it kind of, the tower and the tarot, it kind of reminds me of it. That's one of my other favorites. This deck is reason to live juice for me. And we back again. them. I mean, I already like them pretty good. Now I don't know what to say. I guess I could do a little card pull or whatever. I'm trying to keep this short because I'm on a little time schedule. I gotta get back home, get ready for work in the morning, but I want to do a little video because it's been like a really long time. But yeah, we'll pull a little card. And I might even, I don't know, I'm on the fence about what I want to do a reading or not. I'll just pull a card. Let's see what message you got for us right now. Let me shuffle these bad boys so you can see them in action, kind of. Actually, watch Bakara because I don't know what I'm doing. You want to see some real action because I'm just kind of here, you know. I'm doing a little piece. Ooh. Don't shuffle like that. It's okay if you do in the beginning though, because it takes time to learn. Yeah. I'm kind of at a weird angle because I can't really like see, so I had to set the camera up all in my face and stuff. So I'm back here, and this camera is really in my way. Now, what message you got for us? Visions. Let me get something, please. Thank you. Oh, excuse me. Alright, I'm gonna just call that good. What we got? Kneel before no one. That's right. Let's read a little meme. If I could, it's in alphabetical order. Maybe I'll remember that before I get to the end. Okay, here we go. Kneel before no one. Pride is a sin, but dignity is a necessity. Pride will cost everything and leave you with nothing. Without dignity, however, you lose yourself, at which point nothing is worth having. As a human being, a member of a community, an interdependent participant of an interconnected web, embrace humility, make amends for harm caused, clean up your side of the street at every opportunity, and don't be an asshole. Sorry, Mama, if you watch this and you heard me cuss. Sometimes it happens. Forgive me. As compressed stardust, a microcosm of the universe itself, a child of these awesome cosmos, never accept crumbs. Stand on your feet, hold your head up, look them in the eye, and kneel before no one. That's right. That's what I'm talking about. Don't let them freaking walk all over you. But don't be a bee either. I'm trying to contain it. Okay. Alright. Maybe I'll be back with a little reading. I'm going to give myself a little minute to breathe. And then we'll see. Maybe not. But anyway, this has been a little look at visions in the liminal space. Just want to thank Bakara and Kaylee for bringing this into being, because stuff like this really helps me get through the day. Like, it's just really hard sometimes, and seeing other people's creations just gives me comfort, you know. So thank you guys. I love you guys. I don't really know you, but you know, we all connected, right? So yeah, thanks everybody for watching, and maybe I'll see you in a minute, but maybe not. If not, see yous, love yous. Talk to you later. What's up? Got this little mood lighting out here. It's the best I can do. But yeah, I think I will do a little 3-card pull thingy for this, just to see how it goes. I haven't done a collective reading in a minute, so I'm gonna just do a quick, just see where we at, and see what's getting in the way at the moment, and what we need to do about it, whatever that may be. I know what my stuff is, so let's see what comes up, and maybe something will be in there for you too, because I need all the help I can get sometimes. Okay. So what's the current energy right now for the collective? What's the obstacle? Maybe this will apply to you, maybe not. It's alright if it don't. Like, I'm just doing it just to do it because I enjoy doing it. So, I mean, if I get something out of it, that's even better. But if not, I still got my little satisfaction of doing reading, you know? Ooh, I ain't good at shuffling at all. The obstacle we facing and what we need to do about this. I swear I'm about to put the cards in. If I can show them. Alright, that's the last one. Cut a little bit. Cut a little bit. Alright. We good now. Alright, the obstacle. Current energy. Current energy. Ooh, obstacle. Advice. Okay. So we got, for the current energy, we got rewritten history. Is it focused? I mean, are you gonna do something? Okay, cool. We got that for the current energy. For the obstacle, we got cosmic fuckery. I'm sorry again, my mama. Maybe she don't even watch this one. It's all good. Like, she gotta accept me for who I am, right? I mean, I can't help what the card says, you know? Alright, and then for advice, we got trust the process. So, we've rewritten history. Oh, this just make me think of how, like the whole whitewashing thing. How they basically erased, like, the people in the power get to, like, choose, like, the hero gets to choose how the story is told or whatever. So, I don't necessarily make it true. It just makes it, like, the most privileged opinion or whatever. I don't know if I've even figured out what I'm saying, but, like, so we're in this place where, I mean, really, oh God, how do I explain this? So it's like the people that have the most, like, influence are always going to be the ones that, like, get to say how the story goes, you know? So really with our own, like, I'm thinking, like, that's on a larger scale. Like, the people in power always have the most say about what we start to believe and, like, how the story went, because they had the power to, like, burn the history, you know? They can choose which pieces see the light, and, like, they can shape it however they want just by, like, controlling, like, what gets out, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, it's better worded and explained in the book, because she know how to write better than I know how to speak. But, like, I feel like the concept is in my head. I just can't articulate it, you know? So, how I interpret this is, like, we're, like, on a smaller scale, we're in charge of our own stories. And so we get to decide what sticks and what doesn't. I mean, that could go, like, I guess, to our advantage and the other way, because if we, like, being a horrible person, like, we could just choose to leave that little part out. But I'm thinking more of, like, you doing your best, you trying your hardest, and you just want to like yourself, you know? So you get to be the one who decides what kind of follows you around. Like, you don't have to accept the version of the story where you're just, like, this horrible thing, horrible person, and never good enough or whatever. Like, you can, like, burn the little, if it's for your, like, advantage and everybody around you, like, don't be covering up the truth, you know, like, just to save your own tail. Like, you know, whatever's the best for everybody, I think, is when you need to be toying with the whole how the story's told or whatever. I don't know. I think we're at this point where we need to remember where we came from, but also understand like how we have the power to kind of shift how we tell the little story. Because I mean, we can edit some stuff out. We can do what we need to do to get by, you know. But we just gotta be responsible with it. Like, yeah, don't do it at other people's expense. Like they be doing with the masses. Like they just, you know, trying to spin the story to where people in power. Like I just keep thinking of like Thanksgiving and how we get told the little Christopher Columbus like pilgrim story, and that's everybody. I mean, I hope by now, like with the internet and like the age we're living in, most people would kind of be aware of the little falsities of that. And so that's kind of what I'm getting at, I think, maybe. So all that stuff's kind of coming to light now. We're realizing like how we've kind of like burned some important stuff to like cover our asses, and it just wasn't good. I don't know if I'm making any sense. I'm gonna read the little card meaning since these are kind of new. That way, if you have some little insights while you're listening, this will maybe help you piece it together better, because I'm not the best speaker, but I'm trying here, you know? That's what matters. So it says, books possess a magic greater than the sum of their parts. From society's earliest documentation, efforts to immortalize and pass on lessons learned can be found stenciled on the walls of prehistoric caves, hinted at in art, masonry tools. Ooh, sorry, I ain't the best reader either. Let me start over. From society's earliest documentation, efforts to immortalize and pass on lessons learned can be found stenciled on the walls of prehistoric caves, hinted at in art, masonry, tools, clothing, architecture, and most importantly, books. Regardless of the language, they are a hallowed clue of the intricate web connecting us all through time and space. Totalitarian regimes often target culture, specifically literature, because we are a people who understand ourselves through story. All literature is dangerous to an authority that fears the free flow of ideas. Alright, I mean, where the hell train at? Because I know I hear it. Sorry. I'll just let you have your little tantrum so I can finish this reading. Alright, all literature is dangerous to an authority that fears the free flow of ideas. A population cannot be controlled without also controlling the information it consumes. More than a fundamental repression of ideas, this erasure of people's history, culture, and humanity is a step toward erasing the people themselves. What can be so dangerous in a book or about a truth that will call for its annihilation? Under what circumstances would a highly intelligent nation burn its books? Under what conditions might a highly intelligent person rewrite their history, even you perhaps in this instance? TLDR. I don't know what that means. Keep receipts for everyone's sake. TLDR. What that mean? I gotta look that up. I gotta know. Used as a dismissive response to a lengthy online post. Too long, didn't read. Oh, okay. I read it, but I mean, it's good to know what that means now. Sorry, I ain't with the lingo, I guess. But yeah. So. We at this point where all the junk is coming to light. Like, we know we done this, and it's not cool, man. So what was the other one? I had the issue we having, the little cosmic effery is the issue. But yeah, so we just feel like the universe is laughing at us, because like everything just feels like a shit show. Really. disobedient. Like, nothing makes sense. It feels like everything's just corrupt and don't seem like it's working out. Let's see what we got to say about it. She got to say about this one. Me, you have to read. My bad. Where is it? Cosmic fuckery. The improbable majesty of our very existence, spinning on a rock, space. Oh God, sorry y'all. That train is really getting on my nerves. The improbable majesty of our very existence, spinning on a space rock, orbiting a giant ball of flames, is in and of itself, a form of cosmic fuckery. The stars are our ancestors, speaking the collective language of the invisible. For millennia, humans have looked up and studied the heavens. The methods in the madness mirror our own. Oh God, I can't read. For millennia, humans have looked up and studied the heavens. The methods in the madness mirror our own, as we are their children. To those who have found meaning in the cosmos, they too have found meaning in you. If you find yourself screaming into the void, make sure you listen for the response. Most of the time you will find them laughing. The wise will join them. Ooh, that's dark. Yeah. We're just a little confused. We feel like the joke's on us. It kind of is, but I mean, I guess it's part of the plan. I guess. I don't feel like it in the moment. Nobody like to be the victim of a joke, but we here got to deal with it now. So yeah, the advice: join the laughter, cause it's all part of the plan, man. Yeah, trust the process, cause I mean it's all playing out. I know that seems like a cop out, like it really does. When I hear that, it's just like, oh, just trust, like just don't care, man. Like I feel that way, but then I'm like, it really is the truth. Because I mean, a lot of stuff is just out of our control. And the only thing you really can do is just trust the process. Because what you gonna do? You can't compete with this. Like it's already there. We're just kind of in the mix. So it's really the only. What's that whole like surrender is victory thing? I've heard Bakara say that. I think it's like an AA thing. But yeah, that really stuck with me because what else you gonna do? Just like give in. I mean, not in a bad way, but just like what else you gonna do? Just let it go. You know, carrying all this other crap. You just don't need to try to control everything. Just let it be what it is, and that's all you can do. You can run yourself ragged trying to not trust, but it still can feel like this either way. So why not just lean into the little joke a little bit and trust it. I'm gonna read this one too. Trust the process. Where is it? Like I'm having trouble trusting the process of the reading. I don't feel like I even said anything that made any kind of sense. I trust the process, and in the meantime, bless the mess. A to the men. Yeah. So we I feel like we kind of like picking through the little ashes now. We see what we did now. It's still, the evidence is there. You can't cover it up. So all the corruptness and the ugly that we built all this on, it's coming out. What you do in the darkness will come to light. That's something my mom always said. I believe it. So yeah. But I mean, either way, it all played out for a reason, I guess. I'm on the fence about that whole thing. Everything happened for a reason. Does it? Is there meaning? Did we make the meaning? Did we burn the books and fuck it all up? And then I don't know. That's too much for this. Alright, what energy we need to close this little reading out? What you got? What's the last? Final call. Probably had enough with the trusted process, but I just want to pull another card. Beware nostalgia. Yeah. See, that brings me back, like, I just can't get, like, the whole colonialism thing out of my head, because we've been having all these little nostalgic little patriotism stuff with the holidays, and I just ain't on board with it, because I'm not fooled, man. It might have seemed all good. I mean, it might have been in the beginning. Maybe they didn't have, I don't even know. I don't feel like genocide is ever like a good move, though. So I don't know that they knew that they were doing. What was they thinking? Like, I just don't know. They were greedy. I don't know. Don't be romanticizing the past like all that shit we done did. It's too late now. It's done. Alright, I'm good. I'm gonna read this too. Beware nostalgia. Let's see what we need to do. Don't go back. That's what we need to do. We need to move forward. Admit defeat. Like, we done fucked up, man. It's time to do better. A state of being native to memory lane. Like nightshade flora, this species holds nutritional value in moderation while toxic or even lethal in larger doses. A bout of nostalgia in all its wistful splendor can move an individual to call their mother, or write a poem, or play a record and cry, or laugh, or sing, or sigh. Its benefits span from fleeting tendencies to deep catharsis. When consumed in excess, however, symptoms may include depression, delusion, and impaired executive functioning. If you or a loved one have overindulged in nostalgia, please secure all electronics in another room until effects have passed. In rare instances, the effects do not pass. Untended nostalgia's secret gardens grow thick and wild. Nostalgia's secret gardens grow thick and wild. Its subject is bound to the locked gates protecting the fortress, whose doors cannot be entered, whose windows can only be peered through. There is nothing to be done for someone this inextricably bound to their sadness. The decision to leave the departed unrequited behind. Tongue twist. The decision to leave the departed and unrequited behind and rejoin the land of the living is deeply personal and immensely difficult, but always possible. This is a spell, sometimes a curse, always a threshold, and thresholds are not to be lingered on. Yeah. So even on a more personal level, we might have some little memories of how things used to be, how we used to be, and be like, oh, it wasn't so bad. But I mean, we're in a different place now, and we got to go. Like, we can't be staying back there no more. Look at this. You really want to be in this old stank alley with the little toxic waste stank? No. That's not good for you. Like, just walk out of that alley. Like, get out of there, get some sunlight. I mean, even some moonlight. It don't even have to be, just some fresh air. Get out of that stank alley. It's time for something else. Yeah, it's tainted. So yeah, we got to do better for ourselves and each other, Yeah, I think this deck is really, it feels more like collective energy type thing, like more call to action, like be, I don't want to say woke, because I feel like that ain't the right word. Maybe I shouldn't say that word. Like aware, I'll just say that. Like, it's calling people to be awake and acknowledge where we come from. Like, as ugly as it is, you got to look at it. It's not good. But we can change it. If enough people pay attention and care. This made me think of This is like a little side ramble, so I mean, feel free to not watch it, but it's made me think of at work. It's gonna have a point, I promise. It's not just me rambling, but like, so me and my little co-worker friend, we always get stuck doing all the cleanup after work, like the mopping and stuff. And the other people that work with us, they don't ever have to do any of that, which is not fair in my opinion. Which, I mean, I ain't trying to be lazy, but like, you don't work all day and you get certain people get special treatment. It just don't feel right, you know? So I go to my supervisor and I'm like, hey, can we like share the load a little bit? Like, this is just getting a little tiresome. And I was like not disrespectful either. Like, I was being very, you know, calm, because I can be a little testy lately. Like, I've just been real moody ever since my dad passed. So like, I was even in a good tone, you know, approaching it, and she was just like coming at me ugly about it, and like, y'all the last ones to leave, y'all gotta do it. Like, y'all on y'all's team and they're on theirs. But I'm like, that still don't make it fair. Just because they got the easier job, they can just leave whenever they feel like it. We can't. Sorry, I just got like southern. We can't. But yeah. So basically I was like, well, that just doesn't seem fair. And then she just came at me and was like, well, life's not fair. And I'm like, I mean, I ain't really need you to tell me that. I kind of know that by now. And it really just got me boiling. Like, how you gonna come at me and tell me that life ain't fair when you don't even know my life? Like, nobody's got it easy, I don't think. I mean, maybe some people have it easier, but everybody dealing with something, so I don't think she had no right to say that to me. But anyway, what was the point of that? Oh, just like, I think, yeah, we can acknowledge that like stuff sucks, but if we just brush it off like she did, like, I was coming with a genuine concern, like, and I wanted to do better and like try something else because we was worn down, you know. So I was speaking up, but she just dismissed it like, well, nothing we can do, life's just unfair. I feel like that attitude is just not one for change. Like, it's just not cool, man. Like, we beyond that. Like, you can do a little better than that. Like, you can be a little more considerate, like compassionate, like collaborative, in my opinion. Which is why it made me so mad, because I'm like, are we really gonna just not? It just, I don't know how to say what I'm trying to say, but I think if you just have that attitude, like, this is just how things are, then of course they're not gonna get any better. Like, if you just accept how things are, like you think they are anyway, you think they just have to be that way, but no, they don't. If you just care a little bit, you know, just care about other people a little bit more. See, I'm gonna get off my little soapbox. I don't know if the little message was communicated with that, but I think it's just important to be open to change and like acknowledging like how messed up stuff has been, so that you can know what needs to shift. Yeah, I didn't expect that to come out. I don't know if anything was useful in that, but if you enjoyed it, I mean, it's good enough you watched it. But you can like say something in the comments if you wanted to. I like to talk to people. And yeah, you should probably buy this deck because it's really good, and I don't know how long they're gonna have it. Which they might not. I feel like I got scarred from postcards going out of print, and I had ordered, like, I think I ordered 2 of them because I was gonna have me a little backup, and then I was gonna give one to my sister, but then they like got lost in the mail, which is kind of funny because they're called postcards from a liminal space, and they're kind of just like in a liminal space. Like, really, they wanted to be there, I guess. Like, I literally got like a flap of the address in the mail, like the box. It was just a flap with the address on it, with no box, no deck. And then I filed a little missing mail report thingy, or claim, and then they kept like sending me little updates like, oh, we're doing everything we can. And then like finally, like 6 months later, they were like, well, sorry, your package can't be recovered. So like they're just floating somewhere out there, and I'll never have them. You know, I'm just glad I got my one copy from the beginning, but it would have been nice to have my 2 little extras, you know. But yeah, so I'm just I bought me 3 copies of this one because I was like, I'm gonna have me a backup, and then if I need to give somebody one, I'm gonna have that one waiting for the right person, whoever it is, you know. So yeah, get you this deck because it's worth it. You need it, you know. Splurge a little bit on yourself or somebody else, you know, they might need it too. Support the lovely folks at Everyday Magic. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in another one at some point.